SMF MMT's 60-minute chart on Google. I'm going to go ahead and price right here. You can see them gauges. Look at that. Da, 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 da. Everything is populating in the brain. MMTs. Da, 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 da. There we go. We're right over here. We finally got to the bottom of it. Now, what we're going to talk about is that 60-minute movement on a daily basis. Okay. So basically, we put a top up here. We were involved in that gap, and that was a runaway gap, price action gap. It held half of the bar right here. So let's see what half bar was. Half bar was 597.16, and that meant that this half bar here was 600.70. It held that half bar, and it comes up and it puts its top right up there. See that little crown right up here? And half a bar, when they slid half of that bar right there, MMTs, let's take a look at it in the info panel. Right there. Slide that bid at $600.29. See it? 600.29. That was half of that price action bar. Okay? So basically in our MMT platform, that's all we cared about, because when we started sliding below the price again, we started taking it out right here. It tells you. It's very accurate, 100%. So we were breaking below that crown. This is the top that I'm talking about, MMTs. This is the half bar action at 670. You started sliding that bid right here at 631. That's when the short came in, and we could never gain a closing price back above 597.23, and that was on 12/13/2010. MMTs. That's ultimately going to be your upper resistance level, MMTs. So basically, when we couldn't get, once we had that reversal on the 60-minute chart, and we slid that bid, this was called a Crown Vic. This was that top pattern. Let's go ahead and blow it this up right here for the moment. See this whole formation right here? This is called the Crown Vic. We hit the high. We slid half of that bid. 670. Yes, we came up, but look at where the half bar was. 680.29. As far as here, the closing bar was 600.83 in our system. The weakness started here because the follow-up bar, as you can see, half of this action right here is, watch, it'll tell you right there. And it's telling me here, let me get that to open up. There we go. 600.31. So as we were putting it in, we started to see the 60-minute value, which is a different price zone than your 3-minute. Each one of these lines for Monday, a 1/4 delta is $1.42 movement for Monday's price. So basically, we're going to take a look that on the 60-minute, it's $1.42 per line, market maker price action line. The thing about the upside is that this is where the reversal started, right here in these three 60-minute bars. And this is where we started to tilt to the left side, the descending side of your platform. You can clearly see here that we started to really get bad here in this 3-minute bar because we were sliding the prices below it. And look at here. We finally got to where half of this bar was 597. This is ultimately going to be the challenge from 590.80 closing price. This is going to be that 60-minute bar right here, and you need to write it down, MMTs. You already have it on the video, but just remember, that date was on 12/13/2010. The time was in the 3 o'clock hour, okay, of that 60-minute bar. 60 minutes equals 60-minute price action. You went down 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters of a delta. That's a pretty big distribution bar. That's going to be the overall resistance bar that you're going to be focused on your 60-minute chart come Monday. Not only that, MMTs, when we go back over here and we just take a look at this last high, we're back over here. Short-term bar is right here, 594.26 on a 60. We have another one right here at 595.93 on a 60. The date, 12/14 date. This bar here from the Crown Vic of this reversal, descending value in your MMT 60-minute platform, market maker platform, each line is calculated for you to 100% accuracy. Look at here. Look at here. That's that 597.23. So that's the resistance up here. This is a short-term resistance at 594.26. 595.93. 597.23. Key factor 594.26. Key factor again 595.93. Third area of overhead resistance at 597.23. This is on a 60-minute chart. You can see the dates here, starting with that runaway gap on December 13th here. Boy, you had a big bar. Take a look. The low was 594 and the high was 599.83 on the bar. Take a look at this bar. It was a nice big fat bar. Both of these 60-minute bar breakouts, and we're down here, and not technically, price action wise, we are going to focus just on that bar, this bar 1, half weekly bar 2, or 60-minute bar, and third 60-minute bar. So when we break up, it's going to have to run that trend ratio way higher, and this will change on Monday. That's the 1/4 delta on Monday, $1.42 on a 60-minute price movement, and the brain calculates it all. This is not a day trader model. This is a market maker model. And basically, MMTs, if we go the other way and on the opposite side, we break half of this bar right here. That's 589.53. If we close below anyone, okay, so here, let's do it. Bar number 1. A closing price below 592.39 at resistance is a sell short. The lower level here, to confirm it, is a closing price below a 60-minute closing bar below 591.58. This one over here, MMTs, is going to be 589.53. So either directional movement, it doesn't matter. Money prints this way too, and money prints going up. So whichever way the money wants to print in the SMF platform, using this 60-minute as a gauge is going to be very important. We already showed the weekly one, and you've been given a gift. We are going to be set up long or short and taking those breakouts. I've given all the key bars, all the key prices, and everything that we're going to be looking for on Google.